What's up everyone, the Game2K2 here again, and I am here to review the final film in the Harry Potter franchise, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Even though you're probably watching this on Friday afternoon, I'm actually recording this at 3 a.m. I just got back from the midnight showing, and I'm going to give a quick review of the movie. This is going to be a lot shorter than my usual reviews. You can pretty much already guess what the plot is about after watching all of the trailers and the build-up from the Deathly Hallows Part 1. It's about Harry, Ron, Hermione finding more Horcruxes. That eventually leads them to Gringotts, and that eventually leads them to Hogwarts, where they have this huge battle at Hogwarts. And that eventually leads to the final duel between Harry and Voldemort. From a story standpoint, there are a lot of changes from the book to the film. They actually changed a lot more than I was expecting, but I can honestly say that none of these changes are terrible, and each change really makes it a better movie. The Deathly Hallows Part 2 is based off the last quarter of the Deathly Hallows novel, and to be quite honest, from my point of view, I usually don't say this too much, but I think the movie is better than the book. Because if I had to say anything against the Deathly Hallows novel, it's that it felt like the more cluttered out of all the books in the franchise. It's almost as if J.K. Rowling knew that it was going to be the last book in the series, and she just really tried to cram as much into the book as possible, and it really turned out the more uneven of the book franchise, and the movie evens everything out. It doesn't explain too much on Horcruxes, it just keeps the plot going. It's very fast-paced with its plot, which ends up working really well. Surprisingly, I'm gonna start giving away spoilers here. The scene at Gringotts, despite what the previews might make you think, the scene at Gringotts is actually very short. It's only probably about 20 minutes long, and the rest of it is pretty much Hogwarts. The battle at Hogwarts is about an hour and a half long, and it really is a battle. Just that length alone makes it feel like a real battle and not just showing various scenes from the battle. It shows the whole thing, pretty much. The battle between Harry and Voldemort is much longer in the movie than it is in the book. If you've read the book, you know that the battle between Harry and Voldemort was pretty much just one spell. That was it. They lengthened it in the movie to where Voldemort and Harry are literally battling it out for about 10 minutes in the movie. And for all you book readers out there, I can honestly say there was a lot of scare over Snape's death. But I can honestly say that it actually is very good in the movie. That's actually not the death that was the letdown. It's actually another death in the movie that was a little bit of a letdown. I'm not going to give that away, but you pretty much will figure it out once you watch the movie. King's Cross, for the book readers, King's Cross was kept in, and it is awesome in the movie. I actually think it's another element that I actually think worked out better in the movie than it actually did in the book. And yes, for everyone wondering, 19 years later, that's kept in the movie. Little scare over that too, because the whole ending of the picture had to be reshot. Most people thought that was being taken out, but that is kept in. Really, just the drama alone in the movie works out so much better than any of the previous movies. I usually do not cry during movies, but I came very close to in the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Just, the dramatic elements, the emotion of the film is really powerful. The action is really good. David Yates did a tremendous job in the action, and David Yates does a great job with the cinematography as a whole, because the cinematography in the film, it's not quite as good as the Deathly Hallows Part 1. The Deathly Hallows Part 1 was just beautifully filmed. Deathly Hallows Part 2, a little bit, not quite as good as Deathly Hallows Part 1, but again, I think it still deserves at least a nomination for an Oscar because it's still wonderful. The CGI is tremendous. The CGI is just as good, if not better, than all of the previous films. Just the final battle from an effects standpoint is just phenomenal. That alone will keep you engrossed into the battle. The acting is tremendous. Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson give easily Oscar-worthy performances. The rest of the supporting cast is awesome. Ralph Fiennes as Voldemort, he is amazing. So overall, while many other franchises, such as The Matrix and Star Wars, end on bittersweet notes, Harry Potter does not. Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 2 is just such a great movie. Not even book fans, despite the many differences between the novel and the movie, will have nothing to complain about when this movie ends. From the acting, to the action, to the CGI, to the drama of the movie, just the emotional effect that the movie will have on you when you watch it in theaters. It is so captivating, and you will not be able to take your eyes off that screen from start to finish. It's sad to say that this is the last film of the Harry Potter franchise. I really hope not. I really hope that they find a way to continue it, in my honest opinion. But yeah, if it is the end of the series, it could not have ended any better. David Yates did a great job. Steve Kloves, the writer, did a great job with the movie, and I am very impressed. Well, everyone, that's it for now. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next time.